begin with a quote by John C. Maxwell. Change is inevitable, growth is optional. Hi, my name is Alexis Fisher, and I'm an 18-year-old from Drummond, Tennessee. Today I'll be telling you about a few changes that I've experienced in my life and how I chose to grow from them. I'm going to begin with my first big change. During my junior year, my parents decided to split up. They weren't happy and they decided to go their separate ways. I ended up moving in with my mom, which was drastically different than the life I used to live. But a decision presented itself to me at this time. Was I going to let this ruin my life, or was I going to get better and be a better person because of it? Although giving up my high GPA and doing whatever I wanted to do seemed like the easy way to go, I decided to use this stress as a motivator for my life. And the people I surrounded myself with and my environment were a huge factor in all of this. And here's an example. In middle and some of high school, I surrounded myself with selfish and non-ambitious people. And little did I know, I was also those characteristics because I had surrounded myself with them. So instead of continuing that pattern, I decided to confide in my church family and my fiance's family. They've been in ministry for over 10 years, and they're very wise people. And I grew as a person because I decided to confide in wise people and use them as my spiritual guide. But I'd only begun my growth when the second big change in my life happened. My mom told me in my senior year that I was old enough to move out, even though I was not. And so with welcoming arms, my associate pastor and his wife, they let me in their home, which was a blessing. But after these changes had knocked me down twice in a year, I knew that I had to be intentional about my growth. So since then, I make every day a clean slate for growth. I show kindness and I show grace to everybody because you never know what goes on behind closed doors and you don't know what people are going through. During my later part of high school, I experienced some tough changes. But I use John C. Maxwell's quote in my everyday life to help me remember that I have an option to turn any bad situation into good. Today I've given you insight into a few of my changes and the ways that I grew from them. I've discussed how unusual events and the environment I put myself has changed me. But I hope that the next time you experience a big change, you can remember that you have a choice and to grow and become a better person from it. Thank you.